Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the video. Today we are going to be talking about how to recover from working out for natural teen lifters. And this is really important to me right now because I'm in this bulking phase, and so I am training freaking hard. And so practically after every single session, I am sore as hell. And recovery is very important, so I'm going to break it all down for you today. And before we get into that, my name is Noah. I am the founder of Get Her Done Fitness, and I made it my mission to help all the young teenage men get the body of their dreams. And there are currently a few seats available in my Teen Transformation Accelerator, where I'm helping young teenage men ages 16 through 19 gain insane amounts of muscle and minimal fat in 12 weeks. And I'm teaching you everything that I've learned in the past 3 years in gaining 40 pounds of muscle, but it's going to be that much easier and quicker for you because I've removed all the road bumps, mistakes, and misinformation that I had to deal with that you won't have to deal with if you navigate this with me. And so if you want to get serious about your physique and make a crazy transformation, go down below and click that link to book a call with me, and we'll see if you are a good fit for that program. I'm looking forward to potentially working with a select few of you. Okay, hopping right into this one. How to recover from workout for natural teen lifters. Okay. And like I said, this is especially important to me right now because I have been so sore as of lately because I've been going in and training freaking hard. And don't get me wrong, when I was training for my powerlifting meet and prior to this bulking phase, in general, I would get sore, but I would say, probably like 3 out of my 5 or 6 sessions would actually make me sore. But now, like, 6 out of my 6 sessions are making me sore. The number one thing is going to be your sleep. If you're not getting enough sleep, you're not recovering, because a very basic principle when it comes to recovery and training they need to understand is that sleeping is when the muscle is built. That's when your body goes and builds it back up and basically fixes it, right? Because it's sore because you broke it down however much, and now it's full of lactic acid, yada, 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 and it's going through all the processes. But when you sleep is when it's actually going in and rebuilding that muscle, making it bigger, and basically healing it so it's not going to be sore. And so the better sleep you're getting, the better, more restful sleep that you're getting is going to be very important. And so if you're getting, like less than 6 hours of sleep every single night, you are not going to be recovering to your fullest potential, and therefore you are not going to be able to go in and train to your fullest potential, and therefore not be able to make gains to your fullest potential. And so I would recommend that you get at least 8 hours, especially like you need to go in it and go freaking hard. Obviously, I've said that so many times in all my videos. But if you're in like a bulking phase like I am, and you have those extra calories and you have that extra fuel, there is no excuse. Like, you have to go freaking insane. Like, you have to go that much harder than you normally do, which is still going hard. And so what that means is that you need to be getting at least 8 hours of sleep, like as a bare minimum, 8 hours of sleep. And ideally, like, if you can manage it, I would say closer to 9 to 10 hours of sleep. Like right now, I'm going to bed, anywhere from 10 o'clock to midnight, and I'm waking up at like 10 a.m. But I'm able to recover quicker and therefore go and train harder and make more gains. And so it's worth it to me. And the second thing that you need to be doing to make sure that you are recovering correctly and being able to go in and train freaking hard is going to be what you're eating. Because remember how I talked about when you're sleeping is when your muscle is actually being built back up? Well, the protein that you eat is what is going to be used to build that muscle. Like, while you're sleeping is when your body is going in and building it, but the building materials that it's using is going to be the protein that you're consuming throughout the day. And so basically what this means for you is that you need to be eating a lot of protein. Okay, I would recommend, just in general, for people who are going to the gym, trying to gain muscle, at least 1 gram per pound of body weight. But I would say for you guys that are bulking, going extra hard, right, I would say even more than that. Like, there's not too much protein that you can have. Okay, so I would err on the side of more protein than the side of less protein. And so I would be getting at least 1 gram per pound of body weight. And so what that looks like for me is I weigh about 165 pounds right now, trying to get up to 175. And so I'm eating like 180 grams of protein. Like I'm basically eating as much protein as I possibly can. And I'm getting definitely more than 1 gram per pound of body weight, or at least striving to. And on most days, I am hitting that mark. And so that is really, really, really going to help your recovery. And the third thing that you need to do to recover, which I think that too many people don't do, and something that I used to not do as well, is going to be stretching and mobility work. Okay. And so, what exactly this means is you just going and stretching and just working on your mobility, stretching and massaging, your sore muscles, et cetera, et cetera. And so, like after leg day, I used to just walk out of the gym after leg day and call it good, and then I was sore for 3 days or 4 days afterwards. You can't sit on the toilet, you can't walk up the stairs, everything hurts. And so now what I would do after a really hard leg day to make myself less sore is I go and I just do stretches. So what exactly that means is that I'm doing dynamic stretches, and I'm also doing static holds. And so I'll do all the stretches, right? Like your basic toe touches, or you're sitting down, you're touching your toes, you're just getting those nice, good full stretches, and then you hold them, I would say for 30 seconds at a time, and then I do it, for probably 10 minutes in total. There's no one size fits all, just do these stretches for this amount of time. Like, just go in and just kind of feel it out. And so, if your hamstrings are really sore, then maybe put some more focus towards those toe touches and those hamstring stretches, and maybe hold them for longer, and then follow it up with some dynamic kind of fluid stretches, where instead of just sitting there and holding it, you're moving, and you're kind of going back and forth and getting those really nice, deep, consistent stretches. And that's just going to help to make you less sore. So trust me when I say that if I don't go stretch after my really hard workouts, which are every single day, obviously, then I'm a lot more sore all the time. And don't get me wrong, the price you pay for going freaking hard and making gains is that you're going to be sore and it's going to suck. But by doing the 3 things that I mentioned, making sure your sleep's on point, your protein's on point, and your stretching and mobility is on point, you are going to have that much better of an experience, or it's going to suck that much less. And don't get me wrong, it's still going to suck. That's a sacrifice, but it's going to suck less. So I hope you guys found this information useful. Make sure to go down below and click that subscribe button so you never miss a new video, and I can keep on bringing this valuable content to you. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Always remember to get done.